La beauties, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hello, my name is Gurishq Kaur. So in today's video we'll be testing out through and through the K-Beauty Hydrating Foundation. It has been very much in the talks, maybe not really at the moment. So I'll give you a little backstory of the video. The video you're gonna watch further was filmed around 20 days back and I completely forgot about it. So yeah, now I'm tuning in this fresh intro. In the video you're gonna watch, my hair is also not colored. Before the lockdown, it's a little old, but regardless of that fact, the review seemed pretty valid, so I thought of sharing the same with you. And yeah, so to know my complete review about the K-Beauty foundation, please keep on watching. Right, so let's get right into it. This is how the foundation bottle looks like. You must have seen it already. I know it's not like a latest launch anymore. Moreover, K-Beauty has just launched another product, their eyeshadow palettes. I was waiting so that I get a day that I can actually do a wear test as well. That is why I was waiting to, give my review for the K-Beauty foundation. But regardlessly, today is the fine day. Yes, I've worn it more than 3, 4, 5 times by now, I believe, but I've only worn it indoors for my shoots and not really outdoors. Maybe once I actually did wear it outdoors, but yeah, I mean, it was just a 2-hour thingy, so I really want to test it throughout the day. So in this video we'll be covering how this foundation sits on dry skin. I personally do have dry to normal skin, followed by the fact how mask friendly this foundation is, because I'll be heading outside for the entire day, and how it's gonna wear throughout in a hot summer day like today. I reside in New Delhi and it's very hot here, so let's see how this foundation performs. And here I have it in the shade 130 medium. It's a 130Y medium, and Y means yellow. They have the foundations in the undertones of a yellow, cool and neutral, so I picked this one. It's just a tad bit deeper for my skin tone, but it still looks nice with like a full face on. So firstly, I'm going to show you what it looks like with 2 pumps on my face, 1 pump on each side. But because I know this foundation is very light on coverage, it's like a sheer to medium coverage foundation, but more on the sheer side. The coverage is very less. It's like a very hydrating BB cream or CC cream all over. Just makes your skin look fresh and just gives a very light coverage, very sheer coverage, to be honest. I don't think you can ever build it up to a full coverage, but a medium coverage for sure. So I'm gonna start by taking 1 pump on each side to show you what sort of coverage you can get from 2 pumps of this foundation. And I'm gonna use a brush for this side of my face and a beauty blender for this side. So I'm going to start buffing that in. The shade match was pretty bang on, but it's just a tad bit deeper for my skin. It does oxidize just a shade. I believe it does oxidize just 1 shade deeper, throughout your wear. So yeah, I could have gone for just 1 shade lighter. Also, K-Beauty is offering like 20 shades in this foundation range. By the way, this video is not sponsored. I purchased this product with my own money. Just wanted to keep that out there. So the brush I'm blending with is the PAC 247 foundation brush, just in case anybody wants to know. It gives this beautiful finish. Now you see the finish I was talking about. It's very sheer. If you can see, it's very sheer. Nothing much has happened in terms of coverage, but it just gives that nice, very healthy, radiant, dewy look to your skin. I quite really like it. Honestly, if you already have good skin, I mean, is what I think. If you have good skin, you're gonna love this foundation. If you have good skin, you just need a little bit of something like a BB cream, a CC cream, something very light on your skin. You're gonna love the feeling of this because it's very lightweight on the skin. But however, if you want some coverage from your products, if you have major pigmentation on your face, or if you want to cover your acne scars or something, this is not the ideal foundation for that. Maybe you can go on top with a full coverage concealer, but foundation wise this would not suffice the purpose if you're looking for coverage. Alright, so half of my face is done and I am loving how skin like this looks. You see my bare skin, and this is just skin but better. This is my go-to jam. I do not like to cake up my face, at least in real life. I do not wear very full coverage products. I wear something very light, very minimal on my skin especially. So on this side I'm gonna go ahead with a beauty blender. Honestly, if you belong to the normal to dry skin category or even combination skin, you're gonna really like this foundation. But I can't speak for the oily skin type because I clearly don't have an oily skin type. This is not what you would, expect out of a foundation. This is more what you would expect out of a tinted moisturizer or a CC cream or a BB cream. So it's something very light, and I personally use it as a CC cream, honestly. Just 1 or 2 pumps as a beautiful CC cream. Very lightweight on the skin. So can you see, like here I had more of, acne scarring and some pigmentation, so you can still see my pigmentation through the foundation, so it's not full coverage very clearly. Alright, so this is how my skin looks like with 2 pumps of foundation on. Very skin-like. I personally somehow like the brush side better. I believe the brush side gives just tad bit more coverage, and that's very obvious because the beauty blenders do suck up some product. And yeah, the brush really gave an amazing coverage, and yeah, I quite really like it. And whatever's left on the brush, I'm just gonna take it a little down my neck because I actually have to go somewhere today. That's how my base looks like. I quite really like the finish of the foundation. It's very natural. A lot of people didn't like it as much because they were like, you can't even see the coverage, like there's no coverage to it. But I kind of like it for the fact that it's very, very light. There is some amount of coverage to it. It is a sheer foundation according to me, and I like it for that. So I'm just gonna zoom you guys in so you can see up close how my skin actually really looks. So I've zoomed you guys in quite up close, and you can see how my skin looks like, the imperfections peeping through, but it sits very skin-like on the skin. And here I believe on the brush side there's like just a tad bit more coverage as compared to here. It does not exaggerate my pores or texture, sits very well on the skin, feels very light. It literally feels like I've applied nothing on my face. One thing that I really want to see with this foundation, because my face, I have very prominent smile lines. If you see, even when I talk, not even when I smile or laugh, my smile lines are very prominent, I do get smile lines on my general foundations also very quickly, to be honest. I really want to see how long does it take for this base to form the fine lines around my mouth, because my smile lines are something I hate, but it's something I know happens with me with pretty much any foundation. Also I want to see, because I have fine lines under my eyes also, like quite a lot of them for my age. It's just a genetic thing. My mom gave it to me because I'm gonna be out all day with my friends and laughing and just fooling around. I'm gonna be making a lot of those expressions, like and a lot of expressions in general. So I really want to see how it sits throughout the day. So that's all about the foundation application. I'm going to go off camera, complete the rest of my makeup, and we'll be right back. And also I'm not going to add any concealer today because I really want the foundation to be the only base on my face. Ooh, that rhymes. And just set it with some powder and complete my eyes and lips, and we'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back with the full face of makeup on. However, I'm a little in a hurry, so I'm gonna quickly show you all what my makeup looks like up close. This is how it looks like from afar. I've also set my face with the K-Beauty loose powder in the variant Banana, and the rest just added a little bit of blush, mascara and lipstick. That's literally it. I did not even add like a foundation or concealer on my eyelids. I've kept them bare with just a hint of blush, and I quite like it how simple and easy breezy this look is. Now the real test is how the foundation ultimately wears throughout the day. So before leaving, just a closer look at how my base makeup looks like. Alright, so now I'm going to quickly add in some jhumkis and rush throughout the door. I'm also going to wear a mask, obviously. Alrighty, so time to sum up my review and my experience with the foundation real quick. So that is how the foundation looked like post 8.5 hours of wear. I was wearing it from 2 PM to 10:30. So that's like 8.5 hours in hot summer. I was wearing a mask. I was outside my place until I guess 8 or 8:30. I was out, I was sweating, I was wearing a mask, and yeah, so we got to really test how it transfers, how it stays. Let me tell you, it stayed. I was surprised because I thought it's a hydrating foundation. It is gonna more of a smear around as I sweat. Interestingly enough, it stayed pretty well, and even more surprisingly, it did not crease in my smile lines at all. I also feel because it's a very thin formula, because it's so light on coverage and very easy breezy, so that's also a reason why it didn't crease. But I was very surprised and very happy with the fact that it does not crease around my smile lines. It did crease a tad bit under my eyes, but that's pretty much it, and that's very normal after 8.5 hours of wear. Also, I use this foundation with the K-Beauty powder as well. It does not give any flashback, which is pretty cool. And again, if you're looking for a very sheer to at max sheer medium coverage, you're gonna like it. But if you want coverage, not your foundation, nope. And apart from that, it sat pretty damn beautifully on my skin. I certainly cannot speak for the oily skin people, but as a dry skin person, my skin was still not oily or greasy even after 8.5 hours of wear. So my skin still felt decent. It was like a soft matte finish by the end of the day, I would want to say. And yeah, I quite like the foundation. It did not break me out. I've used it so many more times by now. And yeah, overall, if you're a teenager or a college going girl or somebody who just enjoys light coverage in general, you're gonna really like it. To be quite honest, I really don't find as such any con to the product, apart from the fact that there could be a better shade library. Yes, it does come in 20 shades, which is great for Indian beauty standards, you know, the Indian beauty market. Even 20 shades is a great start, I would say, but definitely a shade extension would be lovely in the future to cover more undertones and more skin tones in that way. Other than that, the fact that it comes in a glass bottle does not make it very travel friendly, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, let me know if you're enjoying. Bye. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you. See you guys in my next one.